Oh my God. Perhaps, I don't know if you actually factored this into your consideration, but like, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to other dudes who also sometimes get yelled at by women and called a sexist pig, okay? Sometimes falsely or sometimes justly and rightfully called that.
Holy, that is so crazy. Caroline talked about it as well. As a female content creator who covers pop culture news from a leftist perspective, it is alarming to see the proliferation of reactionary female content creators who fully realize that pop culture / celebrity newscape is ripe for right-wing dominance. We talk about the manosphere and online radicalization of men and boys, but we are not talking enough about the women who are also being radicalized, often via these reactionary female content creators who utilize entertainment industry cases of sexual harassment to push a regressive agenda. There's absolutely a celeb gossip to the alt-right pipeline. Sexual harassment cases are not gossip, to be clear, but is often framed this way, and it attracts the attention of people who seek this type of news and content. Yeah. Deb V. Heard was a catalyst for this type of content and was rewarded immensely and absolutely dominated the internet. Tons of content creators seized on the burgeoning backlash to the Me Too movement and have continued to make content that is not even remotely subtle in its misogynistic framing. This is what Candace Owens have been cooking up in an attempt to publicly exonerate Harvey Weinstein. Harvey is the reason that the Me Too movement exploded in 2017. The end goal for someone like Candace is to completely destroy the social movement by exonerating the serial rapist and abuser who kicked it off. And she has gained even more followers because of the rabid wall-to-wall coverage of Lively Baldoni, which she uses as evidence that the Me Too movement must be destroyed. It's additionally interesting because it seems Candace Owens, who is a grifter, okay, through and through, not that it fucking matters whether she has a genuinely held conviction towards this sort of reactionary slop that she produces, or if she's simply faking it for money. That doesn't change the dynamic at all. But Candace Owens doing this is extra funny because she's also a rabid anti-Semite. Like, that's how much she actively wants to undermine the Me Too movement. That even as a rabid anti-Semite, she's like, I am going to free Harvey Weinstein. She also started as a Me Too person. Yeah, 2016, Candace Owens was literally anti-Trump, had a website where, I mean, even earlier than that, she was victim to a hate crime at her school, successfully sued the Connecticut Board of Education for anti-black hate crime. And look at her now. You're talking for a very privileged way. What? Feminism is real. You lived in a society so disgusting, but women are human. All laws we have fight. Is a law question. Have the same right. We live and die. Okay. Thanks, chatter. I don't even know what that chatter was trying to say, but I'm just going to go keep up the good work. Okay. You're killing it, chatter. Thank you. But yeah, go check out the Taylor Lorenz video. Why am I talking about this though? The reason why I'm talking about this is because of Doechii. For those of you who don't know, Doechii's been kind of having a really good year. Okay? A really good year. She is a very talented female rapper. Okay? Also known as Swamp Princess on Twitter. And recently, she was doing like a fake Hot Ones thing. And she jokingly had this to say. Or not fake Hot Ones. I guess First We Feast is what she was doing.
What's my biggest dating red flag?
Is it being on the DL?
You're on the right track. I have my answer.
Is it close enough?
You want to guess one more time? What would be a red flag for me?
Bad music taste?
Oh, that is a good one.
Because that's one for me.
That is a good one.
Like,
but that's
what
not
do you
what
mean
I put.
you don't listen to Michael Jackson? But okay.
Okay. This is a huge red flag for me.
All right. You know what's so crazy? I was going to say men.
I mean, strike one. You're a man.
Yeah.
And you're heterosexual.
Yeah. I was going to say. So technically, because my mind was already there, I don't think I deserve to eat a wing.
I think you do, friend.
So obviously this is supposed to be like humorous. Okay. It's not supposed to be, you know, a direct shot across the bow against straight men. Okay. And yet, it's a classic. It's not even like men are trash tropes at this point. It's just like who fucking cares, dude? Can you calm down? The entire internet said no, and they started doing this. But like, isn't this harmful for both sides? Which is unironically the lamest fucking meta of all time. I can't stand this shit. I can't stand it when fucking SJWs were doing it and constantly complaining and constantly fucking chirping. And I can't stand it. I can't stand it extra hard when the right does it, because they both simultaneously chirp at the SJWs and also fucking chirp at everybody else that hurts their feelings. Okay? It is one of the most annoying things that everybody does when someone is like attempting to be humorous or saying something that they're embellishing. And people go, I don't care that you said this. I am going to take this very seriously, and I am going to tell you how fucking sensitive I am. Oh, I hate it. And it's like the gender wars have greatly tuned this up to 11. Battle lines are drawn. Everybody gets in on it. Everybody talks about how fucking unacceptable this is. Okay? Everybody loses their mind over it. And I hate it. I hate it. She's not being serious. Okay? And even if she was fucking being serious, who cares? To make a counter to this, the dumbest guy you know is going to go, oh, well, Hasan, what if a man said gay women was his red flag? Okay. And the difference there is that we still very much live in a patriarchal society where men do dominate. Okay, there are so many unexamined issues that women have to go through. Okay, systematic forms of discrimination. And Doechii, being both queer and black, gets the intersection of a lot of those different forms of systemic violence and systemic violence and also systemic forms of discrimination. So a role reversal is not the same. It's like saying, why a gay pride parade? Why no straight pride parade? Normal adults look at that and go, you're a fucking clown. You're a loser for demanding a straight pride parade. The fuck is wrong with you? Who gives a shit? Okay? But when it comes down to gender-related issues, I think that because there's so much underlying resentment in the gender wars that people fucking lose their minds. So straight women make tweets about how they would never date a bisexual man. Straight men make tweets about how they can't stand queer men and alphabet people. But Doechii, a bisexual woman, basically says the feeling is mutual. Lamau and y'all are in shambles. It's not even that. Okay. The problem is every parade is gay. Also, yes, that is a real issue. Okay. The real issue is it's impossible to have a parade that's straight. Parades are gay as fuck. Okay? You can't do a straight pride parade. Every parade is gay. You're absolutely correct. I didn't really think about that. I'm so fucking tired of the unnecessary hostility that people have online. I find it so strange. Everybody basically leans into it. Battle lines are always drawn. I don't get it. I don't understand what compels you to get mad about this. Like, you have to have a lot going on in your life that is really fucked up for you to hear her say this and go, I'm offended. Yeah, I saw so many different quote retweets about this, about like, it's always quote retweets from also like Black Twitter as well, which has found itself once again in the throes of the gender wars as well. Talking about You know, it's always those who complain about like colorism that have these kinds of opinions, yada, yada, yada. All this shit. The I hate men movement is becoming extremely corny. All this shit. Okay. She makes music for bitches that write Twitter threads, blame colorism for everything. This is the one I saw. Okay. Oh, she one of them. 119,000 likes. People got very mad. It is insane to get mad at this. Maybe I'm the insane one and that everyone else is sane for getting genuinely upset at this, but it is so unimaginably frail and fragile to hear her say this and go, what the fuck? Like, calm the fuck down, man. Please. Take a deep breath. Men just hate being reminded that sometimes people don't want them. Yeah. And then the other part of this is, of course, immediately they have this old video of Doechii with her boyfriend holding a gun to her head, asking him to pull the trigger, resurfaces from January 5th.
I love you.
You love me?
Yeah.
You trust me?
I fucking trust you. Do it.
This is psychotic, okay? Being a straight man is a red flag, but she was letting dudes do this, lol, bell hooks feminism, never beating them allegations. Like, this is psychotic. If anything, how do you look at this and not read this as a point to what she was saying about straight men? Perhaps she has some unresolved trauma, you know? I don't know. I don't know anything. I don't know anything about her actual worldview or her experiences. But it is wild to use this as a fucking mark. And even if this dude, like, she actually was dating and loved him and wasn't like abused in this thing, like she consented to it, whatever, right? Because like you can't make an assertion off of a person's entire life, their relationship with another human being, that you don't fucking know off of an 8-second clip. Okay, you just can't do that. I know, it's crazy. But even if she had a great experience with this person and she loves like shitty dudes that do stuff like this and straight guys that do stuff like this, what the fuck is the point? The point is obviously that, yeah, this is mostly a fucking joke. Okay? That's it. And I get it. I love the whole like women who talk about intersectional feminism with like shitty boyfriends that are right wing, like the trope, the common meta. Also, Doechii, these are the straight men she picks. I guess holding a gun to her head isn't a red flag, but being a straight man is. Like, even if she's dating old dude from 2019 did her dirtier than laundry, duh. Like, even if she's still dating shitty dudes, that still goes to show that like what she's saying about the fucking red flag, whatever, is just a meme and you shouldn't be taking it this seriously. And I don't even think that is the case anyway. Cisgender heterosexual men are red flags, emotionally incompetent, predisposed to violence, misogynoir, homophobia, transphobia, xenophobia, and extortion, kill off emotion, power, greed, and access, dominion, harm on autopilot, speak in psychological warfare, and fail to humanize others. I mean, she has a girlfriend. She said this in an interview. Reactionary misandry will go away once misogyny goes. Until then, I don't give a fuck what dudes have to say about women joking. Yeah, that's the other thing. As someone who is, and this is a laughable thing to say, but as someone who is a victim quite frequently of reactionary misandry, someone who is called a dirty, disgusting man, okay? There's a reason why I don't take it fucking seriously, because it's unserious. It's one, trauma response, so who gives a shit, okay? It literally, I'm more interested in where reactionary misandry comes from, which is in every single case a direct reaction to harm done to women specifically because of misogyny, harm that goes unaddressed, okay? Because it is literally a reaction to misogyny, but also simultaneously it's motionless, okay? That's it. It's fucking motionless. There's no motion. There's no motion to reactionary misandry. There is no like active legislative agenda that is being enacted because the women are now in charge and they're treating men the same way that we treated them for decades, for centuries, is just stupid. That's the way I treat it whenever people fucking yell at me about whatever they misunderstood. Or maybe they have a genuine disagreement with me, okay? And some do. But that's it. It's like people that get their panties in a bunch about like Pan-African nationalism or something, or black nationalism. Some of that black nationalism can actually be can actually go in a very reactionary and dangerous way, okay? Can turn into, bro, this is not about you. Oh my God.
Oh my God. Perhaps, and I don't know if you actually factored this into your consideration, but like, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to other dudes who also sometimes get yelled at by women and called a sexist pig, okay? Sometimes falsely, or sometimes justly and rightfully called that. And I'm telling them, those dudes, that it is ultimately inconsequential, and that the real reasons as to why that kind of misandry exists is a direct response to all of the trauma that the gender imbalance creates in a patriarchal society. Okay, I'm a fucking Twitch streamer. Of course, I'm going to use my own personal experience as a way to try to explain to others that it's, you know, it's inconsequential.
Do you understand? No, you don't. You don't understand anything. You're fucking stupid. Okay? Anyway, I do think that as someone who gets fucking yelled at on a daily basis for being a sexist pig, people who say like, oh, he's a frequenter of brothels. He goes to brothels. He's someone like, these people sometimes call me a rapist. Okay, what are you talking about? They are so schizo. They say that I'm engaging in the act of rape or child sex trafficking. Like it's insane shit. Okay, they're insane. It demonstrates it basically reveals how little they give a shit about the subject matter that they're discussing. Like if they treated the violent act with the seriousness that it deserves, they wouldn't just like fucking randomly fling it around. God damn, dude. Holy shit.